Welcome back to episode 2 of the Japa Project. If you're new here, you're welcome. The Japa Project is simply a series where we look at universities all around the world where you can get fully funded scholarships with little or no application fees, and you have a stronger shot at visa approval because they are good schools. In the last video, we looked at Clemson University that gives fully funded scholarships with no application fees. Today, we're looking at Wayne State University, located in Detroit, Michigan, here in the United States. I'll walk you through how to land a fully funded scholarship for your master's or PhD. We'll break down the application process step by step, and basically everything you need to know to apply to Wayne State as an international student. If you're ready, then let's jump right in. First things first, I can't believe this, that 80.6% of you who regularly watch these videos haven't yet subscribed. So could I ask for a favor before we start? If you like this Japa project and the other videos on this channel and you want to support me, the free simple way to do that is simply by hitting the subscribe button. And my promise to you is that if you do that, my team and I will do everything in our power to find the best opportunities for you. We'll read your comments, listen to your feedback, and use them to improve our videos to give you the best. Thank you so much. So this is the homepage of Wayne State University. They are an R1 school. And what does R1 mean? They have very high doctoral research output. Harvard, Stanford, MIT, Yale, these popular schools that you know, the Ivy Leagues, they are also R1 universities. They have an acceptance rate of 82%. Before I show you the programs that they have, I want us to see that they are not collecting any application fee. So frequently asked question, is there an application fee? From April 3rd, 2023, all fees for Wayne State applications administered through the graduate school are eliminated for all academic terms beginning with winter 2024 semester. As at the point of this video, this is beyond 2024, and so it's still valid. This does not apply to those outside the graduate school. So JD, MD, PharmD, they are administered outside the graduate school, but all the other programs within the grad school, there is no application fee required, which is good news. These are all the programs here at Wayne State University. We'll be going through a lot of links in the video today, and all of them are in the description box below. You can see they have 375 programs, 126 bachelors, 139 masters, and 60 PhD programs. So most likely the program you want to study is one of these programs here. But before we get into it, I want to show us the scholarships that they have available. So this is the scholarship funding page that they have at Wayne State University. This is graduate school here, and there are majorly 3 types. There's assistantship, there's fellowship, there's scholarship. So we'll look at all 3 to see what we have available in this university. So first of all, grad assistantships, they are simply scholarships that you get in form of work. So you're working 10 to 20 hours per week for the department, for the university, and in exchange for that, they waive all or part of your tuition, and you are paid stipends every month to cover your living expenses, your rent, your feeding, your housing, and all of that. So there are several forms of assistantships here: teaching assistantships, student assistants, research assistants, and then how to apply. Graduate school does not offer all the graduate assistantship positions. Many of them are determined and offered by the department. So by the time we get into the programs page, I'm going to show you how to find this for the program that we'll be looking at today. So this is assistantship. I can also navigate to fellowships from here. So they have 3 fellowships available in this school: the Makita Chambly Fellowship, King, this fellowship, and Thomas Rambo. This Makita is for US citizens, so it's not for us. The King one is also for US citizens and Michigan residents, so it's not for us as well. The one that we can apply for is this Thomas Rambo, and it's for PhD students. Optimize PhD student performance, providing support and establishing expected outcomes at each stage of the training process. So they have this Rumble Fellowship Award and Rumble Graduate Research Assistant. Both of them get a stipend of $20,000 for the year, and tuition scholarship to cover 7.5. I believe this is to 10 credits of each of the fall and winter semesters. if it's 10 credits that it's covering, it should be enough to cover 3 courses. Because as an international student, you're meant to do 9 credits per semester. Let me say this here: the main scholarship that you should be targeting as an international student are graduate assistantships. When you've gotten your graduate assistantships, you can consider these fellowships if you qualify for them. So let's also look at scholarships and awards. These are mostly for students that are within the program or they fit a particular requirement: a grade master's scholarship, graduate professional scholarship. You can go through this and read every single one of them. The links are in the description below. I want to show you how to qualify and get graduate assistantships, which is the 100% scholarship. So this is the programs page. Here they have many programs. You can go through each and every one of them to see if they have your program, and I believe they should. I want to show you how to get graduate assistantships, and so I'll be using one program as an example, specifically English. If you want me to cover your program in a future video, comment what the program you want to study in the description box below. So let's look at English. They have both masters and PhD. Let's check out the masters. So this is the Masters of Arts in English page. You can also navigate to the PhD program here for those of us interested in PhD. 33 credit hours for the whole degree, which is about 11 courses. Each course is like 3 credits. We are looking for 2 things: application requirements and available graduate assistantships. So you can read through the things that they have on this page to know if this is actually what you want to study, what you want to spend the next 2 years for masters or 4 years for PhD actually studying. To see the requirements here, click on graduates. We are still in the English program page. These are the programs that they have available: English linguistics and a PhD as well. We're looking for requirements. So let's click on this graduate admission form. So now we have application requirements and the deadline, which is very important. So the requirements: application for graduate admission, I'm going to show us that very soon. Official transcripts, unofficial are acceptable as a placeholder, but you're required to provide official when you are admitted. So unofficial means you get it from your university and then you upload it while applying. Official means it must come directly from your school to Wayne State University or whichever university that is. And then evaluated means it has to come from an evaluation company like WES, the evaluation company, etc. Statement of purpose, 2 letters of recommendation, and then for the master's degree applicants, you need a writing sample. So they've explained what a writing sample is. PhD applicants, you also need a writing sample. English supplemental application, you download and complete the form below and upload it to the online application as additional material. So you have to read through these requirements that they've written here and make sure you submit everything. International applicants should review additional requirements by graduate school. You need English proficiency. I'll show you that, like IELTS, TOEFL, and all of that. I'll show you how to waive them. Course by course academic transcript evaluation are required at the time of application submission. So this means that they need an evaluated transcript to apply to this program. It might not be the same for your program that you're applying to. That's why it's helpful that you check it out. All these requirements are usually program dependent. So let's see the list of evaluation companies. So WES, the evaluation company, IEE, ECE, these are all evaluation companies that you can use to evaluate your transcript. Then the application due dates for PhD, January 1st if you want funding consideration. So you want to get graduate assistantship, January 1st. For masters, January 1st with funding, May 1st without funding. So obviously you want to target January 1st deadline. So and then you see how to apply it. There's a checklist that they have here that you can go through. Graduate application, supplemental graduate application, that's what they were talking about here, that there's a form that you're meant to fill. This is it here that you fill, and then the button to apply for admission. We'll get to that pretty soon. Teaching assistantships and fellowships, this is the graduate assistantships I was talking about. English department offers several awards that provide financial aid to graduate students. All graduate students and applicants are invited to apply by indicating on the English supplemental graduate application. That's right here. And then all awards are located from February through April and begin the following academic year. So this is the supplemental graduate application form that you fill. You would indicate here that you want funding consideration. And it's as simple as that. They're going to consider you for graduate assistantship. And see something interesting that they wrote here. select all forms which are department funding to which you're applying for with your distance. Please note that only those that apply for fall admission by January 1st will be considered for funding. So whether you're master's or PhD, if you apply by that January 1st deadline, you will be considered for funding. And you can see it here, it's teaching assistantships that they're considering you for. If you want to be considered for Rumble Fellowship, you also tick this here as well. We went through that before, but it's majorly for PhD applicants only. So this is for English department, both masters and PhD. As I said earlier, drop your program in the comment below. Let's help you find scholarship. All right, so let's look at how to apply as an international student. To apply as an international student to this university, there are 5 steps that are here. Ensure you meet the general admission requirements, and then complete a grant admissions application, submit your materials, and check your application and admission status, and then upload financial documents I-20 for your I-20 processing. I-20 is the document you take to your visa interview so that you can be given your student visa and you travel over to the US. So these are general requirements. When applying to the school, you need to have a bachelor's degree. If you're applying for a master's, your minimum CGPA must be 2.7 or is equivalent in upper division coursework. If you're applying for a PhD, you need at least 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. So this is 2.75 over 4.0 and 3.0 over 4.0. You can use the free West calculator to put in your grades from your transcript to see what it is on a 4.0 scale. The step 2, we complete the grant admissions application. As you're applying to any university as an international student, there are 3 major things you should always look out for. Number 1, the type of transcript that's required. Number 2, the application deadline. And number 3, English proficiency requirement. So we've seen that some programs require evaluated transcripts. We've seen the deadline for English January 1st. Confirm with your program to know what their own deadline is. And then now we're going to look at the English proficiency requirement. So let's see here how to demonstrate English proficiency. There, you can write tests if you plan to write tests, but there are some countries that they waive. And if your country is listed out of the countries that are here, you can see Ghana, you can see Ireland, you can see Kenya, you can see Nigeria, you can see several countries here, South Africa as well. So if your country is one of the countries here, you don't need to write IELTS or TOEFL or any of those tests. But if your country is not here, then you have to write one of these tests and pass the minimum scores. So that was step 2. Now step 3, submit your additional materials. We looked at some of this already when we're looking at English. There's an SOP, letter of recommendation, and then your CGPA, English proficiency requirements. For your SOP and some programs will require a resume. I have a ton of resources for you. There's a video on writing SOP, and then on my blog I also have covered how to write a strong academic CV. All those links are in the description below. After you completed the application form and submitted any additional materials, then you can check your admission status. You would have your login details, which we'll see shortly. When you're admitted, hopefully you're fully funded, you just inform the school and they send you your I-20 and you use that to go for your visa interview. If you don't follow the steps that we talk about in this video and you apply to this school, you get admitted, but you don't get scholarship, you have to show proof of financial support to cover your tuition and cost of attendance. That's why we have to shoot our shots to get the best form of fellowship and assistantship or scholarships that is fully funded. So let's go back to see the application process. Now you're ready to apply, you have all your application documents, so let's go into it. So first things first, you come here and create your account. You put your email address, your first name, last name, and your birth date. Then you get your login details. When you have that, you come to log in and you put in your email address and your password. So when you log in, this is what you see. You hit start a new application, grant application. We're looking at fall 2026, which starts in August, and then we create application, open application. So here, this is the application form. This is the application form. They have some reminders here of the things that we already know, the minimum CGPAs. We put masters, we are going for masters in English, concentration, so technical, professional writing. We hit continue. Classes will begin in August, as you can see, that's written here. Then you put in your personal background, fill in all of this information, additional information, highest level of education, you fill this in as well, citizenship status, academic history, test scores, recommendation, and then you sign and review. So when you're done filling all of it, this is the signature. You come here and then you put your full name, you hit confirm, review everything that you've filled that is correct. All the documents you submitted, they are strong, accurate, and everything is good, and then you have applied. If you want to see more helpful materials to create a strong application, you can watch this playlist here, or if you want to see other schools in the Japa project, you can check out this playlist. Remember, I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.